Welcome to our island in the Finnish wilderness. It had nothing on it but trees, moss, and rocks. So far, we've made a base camp with a tent platform, outhouse, and a shower. Our goal is to build a log cabin completely by ourselves, with no prior experience. We're documenting every step of the way, so join us on this journey of transforming our island.
All right, back at the island. It is a lot windier this trip and warmer. I don't have the heater with me this time. I'm gonna try using the stove that I put in the tent. So we'll see if that works. And yeah, I think the main thing is gonna be trying to move the logs around because it is really windy. Hopefully it calms down tomorrow. If it does calm down, I'll probably try felling a tree, but if it stays like this, it's way too windy for me to be felling anything. But I will definitely have a lot of stuff to do since I have like 3 or 4 trees that I've felled and haven't been able to move yet. So I'm just going to be focusing on getting those into the pile so they can dry out a bit. But yeah, time to get to the island. I got a whole bunch of new ropes too since the old ones were like frozen. I'm going to make sure, try and bring these back to the tent now so I don't have to keep buying new stuff. Finally got to where the car normally is, but it's been a lot warmer the last like week basically. So hopefully the ice is still nice and thick. I mean, it definitely feels thick. It is so slick though, like it would definitely be easier to skate on this. This is so icy now. It is so nice out. Still crazy to me that I can just walk here. Hopefully there's no signs of the mouse. The tent seems fine. It does seem like the mouse has been there since I've been back. There was a bit more poop, so don't really know. Maybe get a trap or something for that. But now I'm gonna head over to the logs, see what they're like. I think the snow's melted a bit, so hopefully they're a bit easier to see and not like stuck, because last time they were like iced in. I could barely touch them or move them, so this is probably gonna be the perfect time to actually get them into the pile so they don't just sit in the snow all winter. All the logs seem like they're good, so should be able to move them. There was a couple over there that were like still kind of buried in snow and stuff, but there's not too much, so I think I can get them out. Hopefully the winch still works. I haven't used it in a while. It's just been sitting in this little trash can thing over here. So this is what my project is going to be for this trip. Is I have 1 log here, a 2nd log here, a 3rd log over there, and then I have 4th log, 5th log, 6th log, 7th log. So I think that's all of them. I have these 7 logs that I got to figure out how to move over to the pile so I can get them off the snow just over here. If the wind dies down tomorrow or the next day, then I'll probably try felling a tree as well. But right now it is just way too windy. These trees are just like, I don't know if you can see them, but they're like moving way too much for me. I'm not comfortable. I'm already scared of felling trees just in general when there's no wind, so adding wind into it just does not sound like a good idea. can move it a little. Huh. I think I'll be able to get a rope underneath that, so. Let's see if this thing will pull it now. See if that helps at all. I feel like it could. It looks like that did not work perfectly. I think I can lift it up onto this though. Just plop it over here, and then I should have a clear kind of line to drag it up. So. There we go. Do you want to get this? Underneath it though. I feel like it is gonna help. What I'm gonna try and do is get all 4 of the logs that are down here kind of into the same position. Because if I keep pulling it now, I'm pulling it like just enough to the side where I'm like stacking them all on the very, very edge, and I don't really want that. I wanna get it up on top of the majority of the pile. So if I get all of these, since this angle is working good to pull them to here, I can hook the winch up to a tree a bit further that way so that it has a better angle to drag it onto the rest of the logs, and I don't have to worry about them all being like stacked in a corner. There we go. I can't see the log from where I'm winching right now, and this is not the position I was expecting it to be in. It's starting to get really dark though. I can't see which button is to pull the winch in and which buttons to pull it out right now. I think I'm gonna start going back to the tent before it gets really, really dark, because I don't have a flashlight or anything. Okay, let's see if I can get this thing to turn on now. Someone was saying to shake this thing when it's cold. It might help. I can smell the gas. It sounds better now. Okay. It starts boiling. Alright, I just moved this thing inside because it was outside for like 20 minutes, and I came back in the tent for a couple, and then the fire died out. I think it's just too windy or something, so hopefully it can start boiling in here. It's making more noise now, so I think that's good. It seems hot. Okay.
Let's see how these are done. They look cooked. This is my first time having these ones. And I think cup of noodle is better. But it's still nice to get something warm. So I'm gonna eat this. And then start heading to bed. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna try and move all those logs onto the pile. And I think there's gonna be some extra time. At least I hope. It better not take all day. And if there is, I wanna cut all the tips of the trees, since right now it's kind of like a little warm spot, so the snow's melted a bit. I should be able to get to the tips of the trees that have already been felled. Oh god, I just saw the mouse. I saw that thing. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey! Fucker! It is so fat. Well, there's no longer a mouse in the tent, at least if there was only one. Well, there is a mouse, it's just not alive anymore. Okay. That was a weird interruption in the food, but... Just woke up. It is clear skies and nice out. It's supposed to be a little bit in the positives today. I don't think there should be any rain or anything, so should be perfect. But I am gonna go try and finish moving all these logs. All right, these two are basically where I want them to be. I just have these other two kind of right where the camera is that I need to move. They're a little bit more covered in snow, but I think the winch will just rip them out anyway. So this one, I'm gonna try moving right now. I'm just gonna attach the winch to it and hope it can pull it enough and get it, you know, in line with these other ones. This tree, I'm gonna get the like ice stick, which is what I've been using for debarking, and break it off so it gets off of the ground. And this is a pretty steep incline, and this is the smaller of the 7 meters. So if I can get it like loosened from the ice, I'm gonna just try and drag it down the hill myself so that it can be at a better angle, and then I can drag it up with the other logs. I was just thinking, I was about to move this log, and this seems like the perfect time to try out the fishing thing I got. I have no idea how deep it is here.
I think that will work as a setup. Well, that worked so perfectly. I didn't even think that would be possible. It just stacked right on top of them. Okay, so now I just have this one left. I'm gonna use the ice stick thing, get it uncracked, and then try and drag it down the hill a bit, kind of to where this last one was, so I can drag it in the same direction. Because right now, I don't think I can just drag it with the winch. It would just get stuck on a tree or something. Okay, now that all 4 of these are here, I just got to figure out how exactly I want to drag them onto the pile. I think I'm going to move the winch over to a different tree and try dragging it like that. So all right, I was just looking at the fishing thing, and I came out on the ice, and there's something just like out here. I don't know what that could be. I feel like I haven't seen that before, so I'm gonna walk over. I don't know what that thing could be. It's just a piece of bark. Nothing. Something walked to the island. I don't even know what type of footprints those could be. They're so deep. I'm gonna try these 2 since it's one big one and one small one. Well, it's moving both of them. I'm gonna switch it to one though, because the winch is starting to smell like it's burning up, so. I'm gonna try getting the longer rope because I'm using the shorter one right now, and just get it like hooked on way at the base, like not at the base, but like closer to the middle. Maybe that'll do it. I don't know. Okay. Please. That's not a good start. Oh my God. I don't get it. Why is it not moving? I'm just gonna try doing this other log. Maybe I can get it squeezed by. And then this was moving when I had it winched, like 2 logs going at the same time. So maybe I get this in a line with it and do 2 logs and see if that gets it moving enough, because I don't know what else I can do. Jesus. I wish this was the third one. It took me so long just messing with the other one. It's still not even up here. Oh, God. I can't really move this one. It is crazy what a few centimeters does. Jesus. The other one, it's like, it was heavy, but I could maneuver it from like tip to tip a bit. And it wasn't like crazy, like strenuous. This, I can barely get it to budge. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. Does anybody have any ideas? Would it be like a big sheet of metal? Or what would be a good thing that I can kind of lay down to help guide the logs away? Since these bigger ones, I can't just lift up. I was just setting up the other log and I looked over at the fishing pole and the flag's up, so let's see if there's a fish. There's still a line on here. Oh God, this is all twisted. Still got our worm. Okay, the camera died, but I finished getting the third log up on top. That one went smoothly, so that was good. And I'm back in here to make some noodles and get ready for tomorrow. Good morning. It is last day here. I'm just gonna try and move these logs. Hopefully I can get them all into the pile. And then I want to like cut the tips of them so that like they can be mini cabin logs as well. I'm gonna try moving the back of the log out to the side and giving it a weird angle. Maybe that'll make it like not slide off like this. Oh, it's moving. Oh my God. It's a miracle. This log is finally up. God, this took so long. I feel like today I probably spent an hour trying to get it up here, and yesterday I probably spent at least 2 or 3 just failing to get it up, which was so frustrating. But I'm glad I kept going because having it up here is so nice. Whew. There we go. getting stuck on this log right now. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. This is gonna have to stay here. It is touching this, so it has weight on it. And it's got the middle support and it's got the other support, so it's off the ground. It'll be fine. Last one of these. Last tree. This is basically what I've been doing for the last, what, two and a half days. I just sit back here, hit my button, and hide behind my tree. It is cool that this, like, is actually turning into a pile. It feels like there's way more logs now that I have them all here and they're in a kind of a stack. I feel like when they were, you know, just one layer before, it didn't look like much, but this actually seems like a good amount of progress. I'm happy with the progress so far. Now I just gotta get these tips. There's a few trees. I don't know if I'll be able to get all of the tips chopped into like mini cabin logs, but there's at least 2 that are very easily like gettable. So I'm gonna cut those up and probably put the logs somewhere up here. Just finished cutting up that tree. It is already starting to get late-ish for me to head out, and came over to look at these other ones that are going. There's 2 right here, but they are very, very covered in snow. And same with this last one over here. I don't even know if you can see it. It's just sunken in the snow, and it's gonna take me a while to uncover them. So I don't think I have time to get those ones all done. But all in all, I'm like really happy with this trip. Even though I didn't get any trees down, I did a lot of important things. The more I'm doing this, it's like the more I'm realizing the hardest part is not like the scariest part, you know? Like I thought felling the trees and like doing those things were going to be the most difficult part of all this. And it's like, I feel like there definitely was a mental barrier to fell the trees, and there still is. It's really like, it is scary. But the hardest part is no doubt like debarking the trees and moving the trees. Like I would say moving them is the hardest part. So even though it wasn't like action packed this trip, I did do a lot, and I did the hard part and got them all stacked up from last time, and I'm going to be able to move on. And I think now I'm realizing it is definitely going to be easier to fell the tree, cut the tree, move the tree. And I'm not going to be debarking them right now in the winter because it was so hard last time. And yeah, basically what people were saying in the comments is not in a rush, like let them thaw out and debark them in the spring and you should be fine. So I'm going to try doing that. But yeah, I'm going to start packing up and get ready to head home. Thank you everyone for watching the video. It really is crazy that this is happening. But yeah, can't wait to get back out here next time, and it's gonna be fun. Get a couple more trees down, get them moved. I'm curious to see how many I can do if I'm doing it at the same time. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I don't see a mouse in the tent next time too, though, since, you know, he's gone. I was all packed up, heading off the island. I don't remember these footprints. These are like new ones. They must have come like yesterday or something. But there's, I don't know what they are. They've got like paws. But it walks right onto the island. Came from over there. Does anyone know what that could be?